Hello and welcome everyone. Today we'll be talking about Outriders. Yes, I know it's a little late, almost a month, however with the upcoming release just around the corner, it's better late than never. Now, we will be going over 6 of my personal pros and cons, so let's jump into it. Okay, firstly, no one is sponsoring this video and it is solely my opinion. If you do disagree, please post in the comments below, or if you think that I may have missed something important, throw it down there. To start, we're going to jump into the pros of the game. Pro number 1, great graphics. I do come from a PC's perspective and I know that there has been issues on the console, but from my personal experience, the graphics have been on point. Pro number 2, beautiful looking weapons. This does fall under the great graphics, but I did feel that it deserved its own mention. When designing these legendaries, you can just tell from the animation to the colour coordination that they put a lot of thought into it. Okay, pro number 3, enjoyable story. I know there's loads of reviews out there saying about how it's bad voice acting and how it is a shoddy story, but from what I played, personally I enjoyed the story. It's not to say that it doesn't have any hiccups, but let's be honest, all games waver from time to time. The developers have said it would take roughly 25 to 30 hours, which is a nice chunk of time for a storyline. Pro number 4, endgame content. Let me start by saying I'm only covering a very small part of this, and the developer has been very open and honest about what is and isn't included. Now, what I'm interested in is the expeditions. These get unlocked along with challenge tiers which allow you to get that high-end gear. Now, the part that is the pro is that there's no recycled content. So that means when you get to the end level, the end game, that there'll be new enemies, there'll be new bosses, and I really think that this is going to make or break the game, but we can only wait and see if they deliver. Okay, pro number 5, small groups. Personally, 3 players is a nice number for people to find, and you're not going to be stuck waiting for ages to find a dozen other people just to complete a mission, or even an expedition. However, you can also complete this content solo, but from what the developers have said, it is going to be difficult. And finally, pro number 6, active developers who care. We have seen just from the demo how quickly they can react to the feedback. For example, the motion blur. It was horrendous when there was no option to turn it off, and they did confirm the option would be in the full game. Now, they did go that one step further and they included the option in the demo. Now, of course, it's something that we would expect, but nothing's perfect, and it's great to see how they're reacting to that community feedback. Ultimately, this will shape Outriders going into the future, and we can only hope that it's for the better. Now, I could name so much more about the game that I personally love, and I'm sure you all have aspects that you love which I haven't included, but we have to also address the cons here. So moving on to the not so fun part. Okay, let's jump into it. Con number 1. Let's talk about the instances. It's heavily instanced in the demo, and it's something I hate to see. They have done their best to make it as smooth as possible with the transitions, and I know one of the reasons why they've added the transition in there was due to the playtesting that they have had. Now, ideally the option just wouldn't be there, we just shouldn't have the instances in the first place. However, I can understand that there is possibly a reason for this. Now, in the full game, fingers crossed it's not going to be as heavy, but we can only wait and see. Okay, con number 2. The demo could have been more optimized from the get-go. 30 FPS on cutscenes is not good enough these days. Honestly, I think that the demo was a great idea, but personally, I think they should have had it as a beta. They could have brought the demo out in the future, but they chose to bring it out and say that it was standalone, and it was complete. However, as we have already discovered, there were a lot of bugs, so the beta route should have been the option. Now, con number 3, loot. The parcels that drop on the floor. Yes, it's an amazing feeling when you're lucky enough to get that sweet, sweet legendary. However, it's just a lump that glows. Personally, I would have liked to see a gun model on the floor or something else. I don't feel that they have done it justice by just having a backpack that glows a certain colour. And that's a personal opinion, I just think that that part of it could have looked so much better. Okay, con number 4, and I know some of you may disagree with this one, but leveling up your weapon. I am not a fan that you can level up that weapon with you. I appreciate why it is in the game, but I feel that it does take away some of the grind and some of the reward that you get. I don't think that you should be able to get a weapon at a lower level and bring it up to your level. I feel that you should have to grind for that weapon at that high level, and the level that that item drops at should stay the same. Con number 5, again you may disagree, but progression carrying over from the demo, I think this downright sucks. I like the feeling that everyone starts on day 1 at level 1 from the start altogether. Don't get me wrong, I love the demo and I love the grind, but I hate the fact that people can collect 10 or however many legendaries and all the materials needed, and then when the game starts they can level up that legendary with them. I am a fan of the hard wipe on day 1. And finally, con number 6, combat. Mainly the shooting. I don't know if you have had this issue, however, I get a very weird vertical stiffness when I'm firing my weapon. Left to right, it will move completely fine, but when I try to move my aim up or down and I'm shooting, it will be pulling me back to the middle. Now, I don't know why that's in the game, and I absolutely hate it. I wish they will bring in a sensitivity bar or get rid of it completely. Now, I've been playing shooter games for 15 years and I haven't come across anything like this. Or if I have, there's always been a slider I can change. So it's not game breaking for me, but it is something that irritates me. And that's it for my list of pros and cons. So here's my overall thoughts on the game. Is there room for improvement? Yes. Do you feel that the game's going to go far? Personally, yes, but I have been wrong in the past and we've all been misled. Godfall. Should you pre-order the game? The way I look at it is, if you haven't tried the demo and formed your own opinions, then it's free. Go ahead, try the demo, see if it's a game that you will enjoy. Now, look at what you're going to miss out on if you don't pre-order the game, which is nothing. It's only cosmetics, thankfully, so you're not going to miss out on anything major if you wait and see how it turns out. Now, am I going to pre-order the game? Hell yes I am. I've been waiting for this game since day 1 and I cannot wait until April. Now, can you base a full review on the demo? No. We do need to wait for that full game to be released so we can properly explore all the aspects of the game, and we can finally see if the developers do deliver on their promises. Only then we can give that full review. But like I said, personally, I can't wait for it and I have pre-ordered it. Okay, that's it. If you've made it this far, thank you so much. If you're still unsure about the game, I will be doing a 24-hour live stream when the game is released on April the 1st. Links will be in the description below for the Twitch as well as the Twitter. I'll tweet out before I go live, and again, if you get any questions, anything like that, chuck them in the comments below or pop over to Twitch and ask me when I'm live and I'll do my best to try and help. But as always, thank you for watching and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.